Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this cute little dinosaur. So I've started off with some fondant. Now I've made it kind of like a sage colour, so I've just coloured it with eucalyptus and some brown. And I'm just going to roll it into a kind of like a giant teardrop, and we're just going to flick it over so that the pointy side kind of like curves up. I'm going to chop the excess off, and this is going to give us our body of the dinosaur. Now you can do this in any colour. It looks so cute in pink for a little girl's cake as well. And I think that you can actually get the balloons on Amazon to match in with the theme. So I'm just going to secure it to a dummy for now with a kebab skewer and just push that tail up. Now I've coloured some honey gold, and this is just going to be used to make the belly. I'm using Saracino's pasta model for this, so you shouldn't actually need to support anything up because it does hold its shape quite well. So once we've attached the belly, we're just going to go across and create some lines, and this is just going to give us sort of like that ribbed effect for the dinosaur's belly. And so I'm just using a scriber needle for this, and then I'm just going in at the other side to make sure I've got the lines all the way across. And just smoothing out the sides, so it should look something like that when you're done. Next we're going to work on the head. Now the head is a bit of a block, so I'm just going to flatten it against the table and kind of make a rough rectangle shape, just keeping the edges quite rounded and sort of tapering it a little bit where the nose would be and the mouth would come out. And I'm just making sure that I'm smoothing over it just to get any wrinkles or crinkles out. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to roll some black, and we're just going to chop a tiny bit off, and this is just going to be for the closed eye. And I'm just using my Dresden tool to pop that on and to pull it into place. So you want to kind of curl it over. You shouldn't need any water to stick these two together. And then I'm just going to do the same for the mouth, so same kind of size, and I'm just going to turn it upside down, and again just using my Dresden tool just to curve those around like so. So once you've done that, we're going to take some of the same colour that we used for the belly. We're going to put on a blob just below the eye for kind of like, I guess, the cheek area. And then once you've done that, we're going to take some of the same colour and we're going to make some really small balls of fondant. And this is just going to be to decorate the top of the nose area. And we're just going to attach these with a little bit of water. I've made varying sizes, so some super small and some a little bit bigger. And I'm just clumping them together, just kind of over that the corner of the nose at the top there. And then once you've done that, just some little holes for the nostrils, and we're going to attach this onto our body that we've just made. So just pushing it down like that. So next for the arms, I've got some little sausages, and we're just going to cut off at an angle. Sorry, these are the legs. I'm going to do the same for the other side, and we're just going to attach these to the body with a little bit of water. And so I'm just pushing them on, making sure they're secured, and they should be like that. And then we'll make some feet. So again, just a little bit of a teardrop shape. So roll a circle and then taper it off at the bottom. We're going to flatten it, and then we're just going to cut some little triangles out of the tops of these, just to make the claws. And I'm just using a scalpel to do this. And then just pressing down in the middle with the pointier side of the Dresden tool. And I'm just going to pinch the legs together just ever so slightly to taper them in a bit so that you can't see any of the leg from the base of the foot. So it should look like that. Next we're going to do the arms. So similar to the legs, only I'm flattening the end side, and then I'm just rolling it between my fingers ever so slowly. And that's just going to create sort of like the wrist area, so you can see we've got a bit of definition between the hand and the wrist. We're going to cut out the same sort of triangles that we did for the feet, and we're going to do the same for the other one, and then again chop off at an angle so that it attaches to the body nicely. A little bit of water, and we're just going to pop that on and push it into place. So you can see it's holding itself up fine. I'm just going to take a little bit of a sausage and I'm just going to wet it slightly, and then with the flatter side of the Dresden tool I'm just going to pull it so it's blending in that area. So I just wanted the neck to be a little bit more smoother, just so that when we attach the spikes it's got something to sit on. And you're going to do this all the way around so it looks like that. So now I've got I'm going to do the crown. So we're just going to cut out a rough crown with the point in the middle slightly smaller than the points on the outside. And then it's quite thick that I've done this, and I'm just going to sit this on top of my dinosaur's head. So just making sure the bottom bit's nice and neat, and we're just going to attach it with a little bit of water. So you can see the kind of shape that I'm going for there. So just popping that on like so. I've got 4 colours, so honey gold, orange, a dark purple, and then the same colour of the dinosaur. And we're going to cut some squares, and then we're going to half those squares to make some triangles. These are just going to be for the spines on the dinosaur's back. Just a little bit of water, and we're just going to start to attach these in sort of like a random order. So you can see I'm just using the Dresden tool just to push it down, and so one side should curve to the body of the dinosaur, whilst keeping the point on the other side. And so once you've finished, it should look something like this. Here's the cake that I put it on, and I am doing a tutorial for the other dinosaur that will be live later on this week. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to share the video, and if you want to see more of my videos, please click the links on the screen now. Thanks for watching.